Good afternoon. It's very important that we understand the importance of African immigration as it pertains to revitalizing urban economies across the United States. Now, it is absolutely absurd for the U.S. Congress, whether it's the U.S. Senate or the House of Representatives, to even entertain the idea of eliminating the diversity visa, also known as the green card lottery system. Do you understand the impact that it would have on African immigrants if that green card system was taken away? Listen to some of the people in Congress that who talks about we need to get rid of the green card system because it's fraudulent and we can slip in terrorists. This is the mindset of fear leadership. We must get rid of fear if we're going to lead. It is preposterous and silly to think that African immigrants can be considered as terrorists or otherwise. See, the reason why I support the diversity visa is not only that we need African immigrants to help revitalize our urban economies, but we also need to understand the direct impact financially as well as academically Africans can make into urban communities. Think about it. An African community that is vibrant and thriving, that can pump in millions, if not billions of dollars back into the urban community to help rebuild the tax base. Think about this also. Countries like Nigeria and Angola and Ghana that produces oil can be importing and exporting out of urban communities like Cleveland and Detroit to help rebuild the economies in those cities. Think about this. The culinary capital of Africa, which is Cameroon, that can import and export culinary arts, people who are into culinary arts, into building restaurants and places like that in urban communities to give a more cultural feel to it. So what I'm asking you to do right now is to prepare yourself, not just for the battle, but for the war that lies ahead. What I would like for you to do is this Thursday, August the 29th, 2013, join me as well as other activists around the country to pick up the phone and call their congressional district offices, their congressional offices, and remind them that it is absurd, crazy, and insane to get rid of this diversity visa. Look what they're trying to do. Replace the diversity visa with a STEM visa. Who will benefit from the STEM visa? Will it be the Africans? Will it be the Asians? We understand that countries like China and Japan, their governments can pay students to bring them here to the United States for STEM research and STEM jobs. African countries are left out of that because they don't have the money to do so. It's totally unfair that there's a visa called an E2 visa, which is an investor visa, but they're trying to expand that to people in Brazil and also in China. An investor visa, people who have investments here in the United States, but that's not expanded to places like on the continent of Africa. So the elimination of this diversity visa would take us back to a Jim Crow era where Africans were not allowed to come into the United States. I just think that's absurd. So join me as well as my fellow comrades this Thursday to pick up the phone, to visit our congressional offices, to remind Congress that we will not be we will not be trampled on, we will not be stamped on, we will not be stomped on, we will not take any mess, we will not take any foolishness with the elimination of the diversity visa. Thank you.